There we go. I do believe we are live, so I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you. I'm trying to get this thing more level. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more level. Indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another Conscious Evolution. Another opportunity for us to laugh at our progress. Today's stream topic was supposed to be about just progress, but I'm pretty sure we've talked about progress quite a few times. There was a moment during me and Joe's trip where we were learning how to make origami, and the teacher there had two, little tidbits of wisdom that she kept repeating over and over again. One is that perfection is the enemy of progress, and the second thing is that practice makes progress. And both of those points felt very, very true. Felt very appropriate to the teaching of learning how to make some origami. But definitely rings true for the things we do in life as well. And then I shared a story of my past, my younger self, doing things that's maybe not well advised, not exactly good for his health, not exactly smart, right? And in that way, there is this recognition that happens in me that when I look back at my past, I can acknowledge that that version of me that I have been is not as wise, is not as considerate of the self, is not as intelligent in my own consideration, right? And my own perspective as this version of me. That version of me still made progress. I find myself these days dealing with a lot of imposter syndrome, feeling like I don't know what I'm doing, feeling like I'm getting ahead of myself, feeling like I need to come clear, that I'm actually not all that, or other people are gonna figure it out. I think it's specifically happening with my perspective of corpo corporate mentality, having a degree, moving countries, being considered valuable or not, visa processes, all of these things as considerations makes you question your value or makes you see your value through lenses that are not your own. And in that way, it can be very detrimental to your own image of self. So, in that process, in that experience, in all of those feelings that come alongside the doubt of self, there is an acknowledgement that needs to be reached that you have made progress this whole time. At least I believe that about most people. That even if you don't realize, just taking a breath can be progress. Right? You can allow yourself some growth by taking a breath instead of saying something in a tense moment. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. There's this new feature where Google wants to scan my screen, and I fucking hate it. I think if I hold my bottom bar in, yeah, if I hold my bottom bar in, it tries to select something on my screen, and my bottom bar is at the bottom of my screen, so it gets held in all the time. I don't know how I feel about this shot. Does it get better if I bring you more in alongside me? I think it does. This is better, isn't it? I learn. Lesson. I'm drinking one of the G Fuels that Jovan brought me. She brought me these little boxes of little sachets, little pouches. And you can definitely feel whatever they put in this stuff. There's like a big list. Caffeine being amongst them, but it's not just caffeine. Pretty sure it's still all natural ingredients. Crossing my fingers. But it is very cerebral. Feels very mental. Almost like there is like a marionette pulling little strings in your brain a little bit. That's not okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's how the experience manifests for me. Maybe I'm still supposed to kind of like get into it. Caffeine. I do think I'm a high sensitivity responder to it. This month has been marked by not the same 100% tradition that I've usually followed, but definitely a scaling back of. I've been very aware of the things I put in my body as well and how they affect me. Maybe that's a little node we can attach to today's stream topic as well. How fit we want to be and what that's supposed to look like. And then there is this abandoning. I don't know if it's an abandoning necessarily, maybe a slipping of. Right, sometimes this ideal you think you're supposed to maintain slips a little bit. And it is kind of comical. The yo-yo effect, right? Yeah. I feel a bunch of things right now. Today's stream topic was supposed to be about progress. Maybe I can just tell you what I'm feeling. I feel there is something required of me. To say it in so many words. If I want to make progress. And it's not a specific something. It's more a overarching something. Like a change of lifestyle, a change of way of being, a change of effort, maybe, in some ways. A change of how I spend my time. It's a bunch of things. It's a bunch of things at the same time. And there's a certain resistance in me. And I don't know if this resistance is a wisdom or if it's a fear. I don't know if you friends have ever experienced a little lizard just came up running. I don't know if you friends have experienced a sense of overwhelm. when it comes to what you're supposed to do. Because I have this dualistic experience that's always happening inside my being. One that is infinitely patient. This observer, this consciousness that we are. It's always here, exactly as it is right now. So it doesn't really have any. It enjoys experience, sure, but it doesn't need anything necessarily to have that experience. That experience comes regardless. And then there's the part of me that feels like I am somehow running out of time. That if I'm not vigilant enough, I'll end up regretting it, or I'll end up looking back at my life and seeing how I could have done better. And I really hate that this thing I think I can be doing better at is spending more of my time working. I really have been in this very weird journey of learning how to form a good relationship with work. Because when I do work that I enjoy, I get completely infatuated. I lose myself in it. In a good way, I think, at least. I think there's an experience to be had there that is valuable. But at the same time, I acknowledge that I lose myself. The world, in a way, loses me too. Maybe there is some sort of result on the other side of it, but in that way, that result is impermanent too. Maybe that's okay. Maybe I need to wrap my head around that as well. A part of me feels like I should only do work if it's serving some sort of infinity, you know? Like the impermanence of some of these experiences puts me off from wanting to participate in them. The impermanence of specifically corporate interests. That's the thing I'm thinking about the most. Because there's so much money spent on an event, on an experience, on advertising, on a push, to say it in so many words. And then it happens and then it's over. What am I saying? What am I saying? I'm trying to listen to myself right now, being like, what are you saying, bro? What are you trying to say? I don't know exactly. Other than I want to be working on things that last. And I feel like that's a very tall order to have as a 20-something-year-old. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to go about fulfilling that need. I think, and again, a part of me has wishful thinking in the effect of believing that this is that for me. But again, it's a matter of like worry, of doubt, of whether or not this is enough. Whether or not I'm enough, right? Whether or not I'm doing enough to deserve being successful. Do you deserve success? Do you work for success? Is success a matter of luck? Is success a matter of where you find yourself geographically? Is success a matter of the amount of effort you put in? Is success a matter of the people you talk to? Unfortunately, right now, and I feel very bad about this fact, right now, success to me can be boiled down to financial affluence. Is that the right word? I don't even think so. Financial fluidity, maybe. And it seems to be a little bit of a gotcha. I don't know. Stability. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Stability maybe is the right word. Certainty. You know, having a clear trajectory. And it's this hard question of how does that look like? It's nice having you here, Kristen and Nancy. Bless you, friends. Lovins to you. I think it's admirable. Are you taking into consideration that you're making permanent impacts on people's lives? I appreciate you saying that. Right now and in this moment, I haven't been taking that into consideration. But I did take that into consideration this morning as I was waking up, interestingly enough, Kristen. Again, thinking about this topic of influence, of how much influence we have on each other's lives, on how I've influenced others. And there is this real, I don't know if it's a worry, maybe it's a questioning, a confusion even, of like asking this question over and over again of like, am I doing something wrong? You know, what do I need to do? Maybe I just need to breathe. Maybe that's the thing that's laughable about this progress that we're making. Is that this version of me that I am right now wants things to progress already, wants things to get there where I want it to be, if you will. And yet, the version of me that has achieved the level of progress that this version of me thinks it wants laughs at this version of me because it realizes that that's only the start of the progress that I'm going to continue to want. Am I being disheartened? No, not exactly. Maybe just contemplative, a specific word, melancholy. Melancholy for the future. Is that a thing? Hey Google, can you be melancholy for the future? Is there a word like that? We can experience melancholy when calling forth childhood memories. Yeah, I know what melancholy is. Yeah, I want future melancholies. Who knows? Who knows? Laughing at the old version of myself that would have been happy, would have been so stoked to know how things are. So stoked, and yet still laughing at this version of me for not thinking that's enough. Knowing what enough is, gee, that seems like the biggest problem to solve as a species. Hello, peeps. Bless again, Nancy. It's nice having you here, friend. Don't worry, it will get there one day, and you will wonder where the years went. It's true. It's true, Kristen. That is the part that's laughable, I think. I get very caught up. Maybe I just have to be patient. Wait out the years. And move a little bit more strategically. That's the thing that I'm thinking about right now. Is that my movements can be impactful, but they need to be more strategic. Just saw a big hornbill fly past me with a bug in his mouth. More strategic movements. It's not easy to do that. Like as I'm just saying the words, my mind is trying to unravel what that looks like. And it looks like knowing the right people. It looks like having access to events, venues. Looks like having work to present. Looks like being allowed to. Being a little bit more strategic. There is a police vehicle rolling all the way up to our house right now. This is a police vehicle? Sure does look like one. It's making a little turn. I'm waving at him. Seems he's just making a round. Let me show you. There he goes. TMPD. TM? Swane Metropolitan Police Department. Oh. Good. I'm not getting arrested for something today. Jeez. So funny how my mind goes there. It's like, sees police car rocking up to my place, goes, oh, they're coming for me. They've cometh. You know, and the joke is, the first thing my mind does is it goes like, this is good. At least I'm streaming. Is that cursed? Is that cursed that I think like that? I'm okay with whatever happens. I think that's where I've gotten, at least in my heart, because I know love is true. I know what the future holds will be loving. I know that this moment holds only love for me. And still, I think maybe that's why maybe that's the part that's laughable. Maybe that's the part that I'll laugh at, is that I'll look back at my experience and I'll look back at these feelings that I had, these thoughts that I had, these doubts, these worries, and I'll laugh. I'll laugh having made the progress. I'll laugh being like, yeah, you thought, don't worry. I see you don't want to waste energy on things that don't progress your path. Is that kind of right? Maybe that's right in a way. I think that feels accurate to what I want to say, Kristen. But also, it's like a matter of pride, even. It's a matter of pride. I want to be proud of myself. And again, it bothers me that I am not as proud of myself as I know I should be, and that money is one of the reasons for that. I think that's the thing that I'm trying to progress past. That's what I'm like, being like, what the fuck? Oh, why is this like this? Why are you like this? Looks at self, looking at self, looking at each other, being like, what's happening here, boys? What's happening here right now? Why is this like this? Can we stop? My thoughts were, they're coming for you. They're making sure you're not getting robbed again. They're not popo. It's robbers. Yeah, I think it is kind of like a patrol that they did, because this area does have a lot of thieves. Unfortunately, ask me how I know. Type in chat. How do you know, Mel? There's a lot of thieves here. How do you know that? Even though people say it's the journey, not the destination, it's good to have a strategy if you're talking about financial stability rather than whatever. Yeah, agreed. Agreed, Nancy. I think that's where I'm stuck a little bit right now. It's because I am lacking a little bit of a strategy. I have all of these plans. One of the plans I have right now is to take my art a little bit more seriously. I have now, with putting feelers out into the world, been given ample data to show me that people are, at the very least, interested on a low level in my art, right? For $2, no, for $1, people are willing to buy my stickers. People like being gifted my pieces. People who have access to my pieces will use them. I ended up using them a little bit, right? Like at the back of my phone, some of my pieces as well right now. So in that way, my mind is like, okay, how to create financial stability, and then it considers, this thing I've been doing, this art I've been making, and wants to take that a little bit more seriously, Nancy. But in that way, I can make my art anywhere. And there are a bunch of printer shops that are willing to make my art for me there. And if I want to get my art to a client, I can have that process with them. I can even mission through. I can get to them. I can take the photo that I need to take, get the materials I need to get, and then make a unique piece of art for them specifically. That's the way that I want to create financial stability in my life in the short term. At least that's one way. The business is another way. I feel I've not been allowed the level of stability that I would like, especially not for the amount of time I have to spend. I'm making like $250 a month with my business, but I'm spending way more hours than I should be for that $250, which I feel again is not sustainable and is not enjoyable. And I think that's a big factor for me as well. Like I'm pretty pedantic when it comes to enjoying what I'm doing, because I feel if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, I'm not doing a good job. And if I'm not doing a good job, that means everyone else suffers for that. So it's like a personal pride, while at the same time an honoring of other people's time kind of narrative problem that I face in myself. So the arts is one way. The yoga, unfortunately, is I think a little bit too early in most American places. So that's a little bit hard to attend for most people. I don't know if there is any like good marketing happening on the Soul of Yoga side. It is on their website though, so that's I think as much marketing as I can expect. YouTube, that's another thing, actually taking some of these streams and cutting them, getting more Patreon supporters. That could help create a little bit more financial stability. The festivals, getting more clients that I can make media for could be another means to financial stability. I have one proper client right now, a second that is starting up, but at the same time, I have these doubts. Not even doubt, just these knowings, these certainties that one, I'm going to have to rent expensive equipment. Two, I'm going to have to be paying for relatively expensive software, $55 a month. Three, I'm going to be spending multiple hours making media. Four, I'm going to have to move my physical form through space and time to get to a festival, to set things up, to make it look a certain way. And here's where the imposter syndrome comes in again. I'm not sure that I'm the best to do this job necessarily. And that is a certain self-doubt that I know is not exactly helpful. But at the same time, it's a matter of knowing that there's still a lot I don't know when it comes to this industry. And I would like to learn more. But in that way, I need to be in the right environment to actually gain those skills and those understandings. And there's not a lot of access to that where I currently am. So yeah, there's a bunch of things. There's a bunch of things that are opening tabs in my brain that makes it feel like I'm not making as much progress as I should be. I appreciate you, friends, for slowly but surely unpacking all of these things I'm not saying in my brain. Your stuff also makes great presents. It's true, Kristen. It is true. People do like receiving my work as gifts. Maybe I'll show you something I made. I'll be back in a second. I would bring you with me, but my tripod is set up in a strange way. I forgot something. I have returned it now. Alrighty. Back again. So I spent some time today doing this. This is a piece that came with a chocolate Daniel sent me. Daniel is a friend that joined with the yoga classes, not with the live streams. I added some of my pieces because there was some gaps where I messed up the cuts a little bit. And then on this side, Jovan made me a bunch of stickers, vinyl stickers, that I added over this thing. And inside of this is a bunch of Q-tips. So if I clean something, I have a little cleaning kit, Q-tips in there. And then I have, alongside my little Q-tips, I have my little bottle of alcohol, little dropper bottle. And I have two of my stickers on them as well. And this is my induction heater that Jovan got me. And this one has some stickers on it too. And it has been pretty cathartic. It feels nice liking my own stickers as well in that way. Wanting to put them on my stuff. And hopefully there will be some sort of conversation had in bringing these things out and making our world a little bit more beautiful in our own ways. Tell me if this is too much. That looks cool? No. I'm just getting cool feedback. Correct. Melt, you haven't been doing your art for very long, so there's that. Also true. Technically, I have only been at it for 1,017 days. Officially. 1,017 days is not that long. I still have a lot of work to do. I think the thing I need to get good at is just getting to show people my work. I feel like it is a matter of enthusiasm and a certain level of being stoked about the stuff that you make. I do want to share beautiful things of the world, and it's been rewarding to see at least friends like you appreciate these things. Seriously, it makes a difference. These are the first time that I'm seeing them in proper sunlight as well. It is day 1383. And I have an 8 here, I have a 3 here, and then I have another 8 here. I thought that was kind of synchronous, even though it's reverse synchronous, because there's 2 3s and an 8 in the title. There's 2 8s and a 3 on the induction heater. Now I want to just get smaller stickers of mine made as well. And I want to the synchronicity. Yeah, and I wanted to do 888 at first. I have one more 8 geometry sticker. I want to do 888. But the other 8 one would have been too big, and it would have been crossing over on this little lippy. And this 3 sticker is the one that was the perfect size for me to be able to get it in there without it being all jaggedy. No. Progress. What will I think? Many hours from now, many days, many weeks, many months, many years, looking back at these stickers. Will I laugh at the progress I've made? Will I laugh at my hubris for thinking how much progress I think I can make? Doing things to last. It's a whole trip. Synchronicity, yeah. Feeling it with you. All right, I think it's time for me to get my cards out. I'm pretty ready to put some. You should laugh when you look back, no matter what. Yeah, it's true. Laughing despite the outcome. Always laugh. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, some forced laughter. This one. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, allow yourself to connect with nature. Have I connected with nature today? Just so that horn will fly past us again. So cool to see those. Even though it was forced, it made me laugh too. Almost spit out my coffee. Good. Nice. This makes me happy. Get grounded. Let's get grounded. Where will I get grounded is the question. There's like a little mini garden back there. It counts. I'm rocking my cactus. I'm rocking. It's getting a little bit dry. Getting a little bit dry, aren't ya? This feels like I'm connecting with nature. I should probably touch some of these. Get some of that ion exchange going. Thank you. Thank you, plants, for being a good conductor. Should show you this. Siobhan gave me a little entity, a little fun guy. Huh. Part of me wants to multitask. I'm not multitasking, I'm just tasking one at a time actually while holding a plant. Putting some water in this drum, and then I'm going to put my little bag in that drum alongside it. Maybe I can just bring you with me. I'm gonna come and show you this first though. Look at this. Isn't that neat? My little cactus. Yes. That used to not be there. Melt boy. Melt voice. What is going on? I stepped away and I hear disembodied melt voice. Oh, okay, there we go. Disembodied melt voice. Showing you some cactus. Oh, let me. I have to shorten this leg a little bit. Jeeps! As I pick my tripod off, I hit my cactus with it. Melt. Have some mercy, please. Alright, how am I gonna? I'm gonna do like so. Oh goodness, I'm overdoing it! I'm overdoing it completely! It's been overdone! That's so much water. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. It's true, Nancy. It's true what you say. Alright, I'm coming back. Maybe I should. Yeah. I've been giving this baby a lot of water. You think you would need to. I like giving them more water than they'd get in nature. It's been responding well. It's growing a new pup. Look at that. Look at the little baby. It's growing, little baby. Extra baby. On such a small cactus. Can you believe that? Very impressive to myself, it is. The water made a heart on the floor. One of those. Checks out. There's a little wasp looking for something to drink too. Now, I got my fun guy. I'm gonna put this in there. It's a lot of water. It's really getting soaked quickery. Good. Drink up. Drink up all of them waters. Is this what I want? I don't think so. I want this. This is what I want. I want this one to pop as well. The way the other one made like a little baby. I want this one to do that. But I've never done this. So I don't know if I'm doing it correctly. It hasn't gotten much thinner. So I'm assuming that's a good sign. Put a little bit more moisture here. These two haven't, like, I don't know about that one, but I'm very sure that these two haven't put any roots down just yet. So I'm encouraging them to. Yeah, grow for me. Let's see. Did this one absorb adequately? Oh, yeah, that's nice and heavy now. The water level did drop significantly. Guess this is good enough. Yeah. Yeah. Getting connected to nature. Yeah. Feels good. Good. Happy little plants. Soak that puppy. Rock it down. Hey again, Zana. It's nice having you. I like putting my plants out when it rains. They love it. Yeah. Our plants love it too when it rains. They love it. Just hasn't been raining. Hasn't been raining. We haven't seen a proper bout of rain in like 4 months. Hey! This thing's moving if I sit on it. Good to know. I don't know if this is a good shot. Get less of all of that, which might make it a bad shot, but I appreciate you for being here for it. Man plays with prickly things, again defying the laws of nature. It's true. Those things don't want to be touched, and I want to touch them. Still. Let me get closer, please. Let me take care of you, little dude. And I've been taking care of that dudes. I enjoy taking care of them. Get grounded. There we are. Yeah, it hasn't rained here for a while either. There might be some rain today. Maybe. Like looking at the weather out there, looks like it could be. There could be some rain. Let me come bring you closer. Alrighty. It is time for me to read what this card means. One more time of me showing it to you. My friend said it's snowing in Alberta today. She said last year her pumpkin froze to the porch. Goodness. Gets cold quickly, huh? I forget sometimes that it's reversed on your side. For Canada, always gets all the damn snow. True. It is closer to the cold, right? That's how it works. Is that how it works? Like actually, I don't know. We don't get snow here. Is that how it works? All right. You are being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pull this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. There are two types of people: those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Nature. Spend time in nature. Put your hands on a tree or walk barefoot on the earth. Do something to get grounded with the world. You can just take a breath. That could be grounding. You are literally breathing the world. Yeah, feels good. Nice. Get grounded. People in my hood said they haven't shoveled in the last 5 years. I live outside the snow belt now. Nice! Nice win for Zano. I need to visit some of that snowsies. I haven't seen snow ever, still, to this day. So maybe we can make a whole adventure out of it. I think petting puppies is grounding. Absolutely. Was it deliberate to live off the snow belt, Zana? I think so. I hope so, at least. Sounds like a good call. If you're living where the snow falls, living somewhere where it doesn't. You know, seems like the easier option than just dealing with the snow. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me again. It was nice having this moment. Was it a little bit more quiet, a little bit more calm, a little bit more progressive in different ways. I thank you, friends, for joining me. No, Nancy, it was a bonus. Nice. Those are some of the good bonuses to get. Thank you, friends. Epic lovings to you too. I appreciate you. Sending you all lovings and blessings and gratitude for showing up today. May you have a day filled with splendor. I have no problem living in the snow. I hope you find yourself capable of that much moxie that you can just about live anywhere. I hope you have the most delightful day, everyone. I wholeheartedly love you all so remarkably and profoundly, wondrously, unfathomably, astonishingly, breathtakingly, soulfully, vibrantly, heartwarmingly, luminously, myself, and all of you. Oh, so inspiring, magnificent, and compassionate, uplifting, and extraordinary, heartening, loving, thoughtful, awe-inspiring, radiant friends who embrace the experience of progress, knowing that the experience of progress can be as simple as this breath. Look at you, you've progressed. See you, friends, again tomorrow.